I, David, son of Jesse, lift my eyes beyond the walls of the city and beyond the reach of my own thoughts, and I speak this song to the Lord, not as a man trying to prove something to strangers, but as a man who has lived long enough to recognize the fingerprints of God on everything that breathes, everything that burns, everything that holds its place in the night. I have watched the world preach without a tongue. I have listened to the heavens speak without a voice, and I have learned that the Lord does not leave himself hidden, not in the skies above, not in the law set before us, not in the quiet places where the heart tries to excuse itself. This is a psalm of revelation, of the perfect ways the Lord makes himself known. And if you have ever wondered whether God is real, whether he sees you, whether he speaks, then come closer. Stand where I stand. Let the wind move past your face. Let the light find you. And let the Lord answer you in the language of creation and the language of his word. The morning begins the way it always does in this land. Slow, deliberate, as if the sun itself is reverent. Before the heat rises and the stones begin to hold fire, there is a softness over the hills, a pale veil of gold spreading across the ridgelines. Shepherds stir, birds call to one another from the scrub and the olive trees. Somewhere beyond the fields, a donkey brays, and a child laughs, and the sound carries like a small bell. I have known mornings like this since I was a boy, when my hands smelled of sheep and my harp rested against my knee. Even then, before I wore a crown, before I learned the weight of leadership and the ache of consequence, I would look up and feel it, an unspoken certainty pressing gently against my chest. The sky is not empty. The world is not accidental. The Lord is not silent. When I was young, I would lie back in the grass outside Bethlehem and watch the day fade into night. The last light would cling to the horizon, and then the first stars would appear. One, then many, until the darkness was stitched with brightness. There were nights so clear that the heavens seemed close enough to touch, as if I could reach up and feel the cold shimmer of starlight on my fingertips. I did not have words then for what I knew, but I knew it all the same. The heavens declare the glory of God, not in a way that demands applause, but in a way that cannot help but testify. The sky is a scroll unrolled. The constellations are ink. The sun is a blazing seal pressed onto the day. And the speech of the heavens is constant. Day to day pours out speech. Night to night reveals knowledge. It is not the speech of argument, not the speech of debate, not the speech of men trying to win. It is the speech of steady witness. Faithful, unbroken, patient. The day speaks in warmth and color and the steady rhythm of breath. The night speaks in silence and depth and the kind of stillness that makes a man honest with himself. They do not stop. They do not tire. They do not change their story to suit the moods of the world. They simply are. And in their being, they proclaim the one who made them. There is no speech, nor are there words. Their voice is not heard, yet their message goes out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. I have traveled. I have stood on battlefields where the dust rose thick and bitter, where men shouted and steel rang, where fear ran like a current through the ranks. I have also stood in quiet valleys where the only sound was water moving over stones. In every place, under the sky, the same testimony remains. The heavens do not belong to one tribe. The sun does not rise for one nation only. The night does not scatter its stars for Israel alone. The Lord has set his witness above every border, so that no man can claim he was never invited to look up. I remember one evening when the camp was settling and the fires were beginning to glow. Men were laughing softly, passing bread, speaking of home. I sat a little apart, my harp beside me, and I watched the sky deepen. One of the younger soldiers came near, still new to war, still carrying the rawness of questions. "Is it always like this?" he asked, nodding toward the stars. I knew what he meant. Not only the sky, but the strange contrast of beauty and blood, of peace and peril. "It is," I told him. "The Lord does not stop being glorious because men are violent. He does not stop speaking because we are loud." He stared upward, his face lit by firelight, and I could see the fear in him soften into wonder. That is what the heavens do. They turn a man's gaze outward until his heart remembers it is not the center of everything. They humble the proud and steady the trembling. They remind us that there is order above our chaos.